What's going on, everybody? This is Rob A, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Titans Return Autobot Stripes. This is the Legends class cassette former, question mark, data slug former, I guess would be more accurate. So this is a triple changing, triple changing, I guess, technically. So it's Stripes. He turns from a tiger sort of thing, a beast mode, if you will, to a jet mode, and then to a spy tablet. Cyber Tiger fights for Autobot Blaster. So this is one of Blaster's minions, and he's got these three modes. This is going to be the mold that Ravage is going to be based on. So if you're not a fan of this, then you probably will not be a fan of Ravage. I know the Laserbeak / Buzzsaw mode was kind of a bummer overall, if we're being honest. And I'm always honest. So, it was kind of a bummer, kind of lame. But this one looks actually kind of neat. I mean, it's got a cool vehicle mode at the very least. That looks like it's got something going on. And, we'll kind of have to wait and see the beast mode here. But overall, I mean, it at least looks interesting. It's got the stripe design, or the tablet face design here. Unfortunately, I already know that this is in fact a sticker, so hopefully it's going to be a little more durable than we've seen in the past, because I have a very strong suspicion that this will be a rather scary thing to kind of have around. Otherwise it'll, peel or crack or whatever. So we'll have to just wait and see on that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open this guy up, and we will check him out right now. Alright guys, here we have Stripes, Autobot Stripes, Gremlin Stripes, whatever you want to call him. This is his data slug mode, and sure is a data slug kind of shape. I don't know what to even say about this. So obviously you can see the sticker here, featuring some little icons. It's like he's running out of battery. He's got a Wi-Fi signal, and he's got a strong bar signal. So he's got just various things. But obviously, as you can kind of probably see, the sticker is already starting to peel. And that, I believe, is partly because the edges of the sticker do not match the edges of the piece that they are on. So it's really kind of a bummer. But you know what? It's not that big a deal, simply because this figure is kind of a bummer in general. So overall, the sticker doesn't really hurt it all that much. So obviously this is the data slug mode. There's nothing really to talk about here. There's a little port for headphones, I guess, and then nothing really else. So this guy fits inside of Leader Blaster, and you can just stick him in there and do whatever. I don't know if he powers him up or what, but yeah. So if you wanted to, you could have a data slug with an animal head sticking out of it, or if you really wanted to, you could have a data slug with like a jet nose sticking out of it. But I can't really get that one out, so we're not going to learn about that today. Alright, so transforming this guy is pretty simple. What you want to do is you want to grab one of these little wings, and we'll turn them into jet mode first. So we're going to go ahead and grab one of these wings, and there are little tabs here that kind of fit right on the edge of this piece. Okay, so we're going to grab those, and we're just going to swing those out until they clip onto that piece. Then we're going to swing these bits out, and I guess we could raise this up if we wanted to, or leave it down. I don't really know. It's up to you. It's really your preference. And then there's like little tabs down here that these can hook onto. And then we're just gonna bring these forward and fold them over like that. And those, I guess, are like our, that's your that's your rear fins, I guess. So yeah, there's that. Now you just want to push down on this black piece, because otherwise the front end of the jet will be difficult to actually get to, and you can probably swing this back up and around and just plug it in like that, and there is your jet, just like that. So it's pretty simple. It's got some thrusters kind of painted on the back. I guess you can angle this however, however it suits you, really. Maybe it looks a little bit better like that. It sits a little more flush. And you can, of course, have your little dude. He does have some pegs on here, is what I'm trying to say. He's got some pegs. So you can stick a Titan Master on those pegs. They are very shallow pegs, so he may not stay on all that well. But there you go. You can have him stand on top of a jet if you want him to. There's no place that I can find where he can actually, like, sit in the vehicle, which is kind of a bummer. Like, you'd think that would be kind of more of a thing, but I may just be missing something as well. In fact, let me I'll check it real fast, just in case I'm missing something. I'll check the instructions just quickly. So far it doesn't look like anything is even mentioned. No, they really don't even mention interactivity with the Titan Masters, so, this is what you're going to get. So, transforming this guy into his robot mode, beast mode, for lack of a better term, we're going to flip the jet nose underneath again, and we're going to leave this piece flipped out. That's going to be our tail, believe it or not. Now, we're going to actually bring these wings back, and they'll soft lock into place just back here, like so. We're going to bring these bits around, so we're going to unpeg them and bring them around like this, and unfold the legs like this, and unfold the legs. And now we'll bring out our beast head. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take these side panels and we're going to flip them up like so, and then bring the beast legs down like this. And again, there's those little pegs are still visible, so you can still, stick your Titan Master on the back of this beast, should you so desire. But then there is your stripes. That's your guy, pretty much. And you just kind of wiggle the legs around until they fit, kind of what you're looking for. And you want to make sure this piece is angled up to be more cat-like, I guess, but it doesn't lock in place that I've found, so you just have to be careful because it will want to just like get knocked back down pretty easily. So yeah, so there you have Stripes in his beast mode, and as you can see, he's fairly wide at the back, but it's kind of like he's very thin down below and very wide up top. It's really strange. He does have some articulation. The head can move up and down, but the head cannot move independently of the neck. It's just one solid piece. So there's that. The arms, the front legs, I guess, are on ball joints, but they're very limited because there's all this stuff around them. So they can pretty much go back a little bit, and they can go forward. If you move this stuff out of the way, they can go forward and around. You just have an elbow joint and a paw joint, so you do have that posability going on. The rear legs are limited. They can go up and back that far, and then he does have a joint at the mid leg and a paw joint back there. The tail is shrimpy and not really worth talking about. And that's pretty much all the articulation we're talking about on this guy. There's not a whole heck of a lot else that's going on here. I'm actually going to turn him back into Data Slug mode because I had a very difficult time doing it the first time around. Simply because I didn't know exactly which order everything went into, and I think it'll maybe help you guys out if you decide that this is a figure you want to purchase. So to transfer him back to Data Slug mode, you're going to bring this down until it's, just flat, this bit here, and fold the head in. Now you want to make sure you fold these front arms first. So we're going to go ahead and bring these up and just make sure that they're like tucked up all the way as far as they can go. Because if these get in the way of the rear legs, you're going to have issues. So then you want to bring the rear legs up a little bit and swing this whole side panel in, and then the rear paws just will peg onto these tiny little tabs back here. And again, it's not a difficult transformation, it's just making sure that you get everything in the right order, because if you don't have these legs kind of pushed in first, you see how they kind of go underneath all this other stuff, it can be a real hard time for you. And then you just flip the tail in and flip the wings back over into place. Like so. So there you go. There he is back in his Data Slug mode. So kind of I mean, not really a letdown. I wasn't expecting very big things out of this to begin with, but it does not give me very much hope for Ravage, who is based on the same molds. I believe he has a new head, but other than that, I don't know. It would have been really nice if the tail, at least, were like a piece that folded out and then folded out again on top of itself to get a little length out of that. But I guess maybe that would add too much to the piece count or whatever. Yeah, it's unfortunate. So far they've been, you know, batting zero with these beast-forming Data Slugs, and considering how well they managed to do it in the 80s, it's really kind of a shame. But, you know, your mileage may vary. You may really like this guy, and that's fine. As for me, I'm going to not recommend you pick this up. If you really want Ravage, just wait for the Ravage mold, because it's a more, you know, known character, and just overall will probably be a little bit better, and maybe having a more dark color scheme will help kind of, you know, black always makes you look thinner, right? So that's going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching, as always. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. It really does help me out. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I've got more of these Titans Return guys coming real soon, so keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.